Hey y'all, what's up? Listen, this is Your Majesty, CEO of Radikal Hardware, Lady Radikal Software, and Radikal Life. I want to give a shout out definitely to Sakara. Thank you for having me here, and that's at sakara.com. Check her out. Guys, step your game up, man. You need her in your life, trust me.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Sakara, and right now I'm with Your Majesty, owner of the clothing brand Lady Radikal. Thank you for being with me today. How are you?
Oh, I'm excellent. I feel good.
That's what's up. So I really got to get into what made you decide to create your own clothing brand.
Actually, I have a men's brand and I have a women's brand. But what actually got me involved in that is because I'm a big guy, as you can see. I'm like 6'8", and I used to go into shops and they never had nothing available for my size. And I was like, somebody gotta make something that's for the big guys. And the same thing, the women had certain problems and they wanted to kind of have the same kind of cut as a guy, will still be feminine. So being an artist, drawing, I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna make a brand that caters to people publicly, that you can be your own individual person, but still be flossing, you could be fly. So part of the brand with Lady Radikal is luxury, software. If you're a real feminine woman, if you're a bougie woman, I got the Barbie. So I got different editions for each particular personality. So when you wear it, you're gonna feel who you are because of the way the brand is set up.
All right, so I really love that, especially the fact that you thought about women, because I know originally it was a concern for you with shopping. And then Lady Radikal, how did that come about?
Man, Lady Radikal is the stepchild of Radikal because early 80s in Harlem, growing up in Harlem, it was a group of guys and we used to just do music and we used to just go wild bananas in different, rapping and stuff like that, having a good time. We did some mischievous crimes and stuff, but that's for another day. But nonetheless, we called ourselves the Radikal Boys, and it stuck with us. As you can see, I got the tattoo here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so it was about 8 or 9 of us, and Lady Radikal is a step off of the women that was in our clique that was pretty radical. Radical doesn't mean that you're a criminal. Radical means that you're strong, in depth about who you are, what you are. You're confident in what you are. You can goof off here, you can goof off there, but you're still paying tribute to who you actually are. So it's a little radical. So
With that being said, that's really interesting. So it sounds like a lot of your influence really came from perhaps music and a group and a crew that you were involved in. Were you ever influenced by anything in fashion?
Yeah, I mean, I loved fashion. I don't know if this makes sense, but James Brown, he wore some fly threads. He was cool, what he wore. And I'm an old school guy, so, growing up, you look at some of the fashions that they have now that always come back. Like they say, everything comes back in a circle. I want to do something that nobody did. I want to do things that people dare not do, with the brand, but still be sexy, still be casual, still have an understanding. And that's what I represent. I represent some stuff that when you look at it, you be like, wow, this is different. Right. Nobody did this. Why didn't I think of that? And I want to see if people piggyback on what I'm saying, so.
I'm glad you brought that point up because I did see a lot of your clothing, especially the hoodies that have the circle opening, very creative, very sexy, but also warm, right? So I really want to get into your inspiration, your ideas. What were you doing when you thought about creating a circle design?
Honestly, most of the designs that I did with that stems from me in a certain environment, like strip clubs, being around women that are very bountiful and they show their wares and their assets, but I want to make it kind of casual, comfortable, so you can wear my wares out when you're just going in the park. But you still just want to have a little exclusiveness to yourself. So, a guy can catch your eye like, wow, she looks good. And you're showing it off. So, also this, it's mostly sportswear. like for the women there. I'm gonna get into some intimate lingerie and stuff like that, but that's gonna take time. Like I said, I got a pattern of growth that I'm doing so far, so it's gonna evolve. You're gonna see it's gonna be crazy. I'm blowing people's mind this year. I'm already in 2021. I'm not even in 2020. I'm in 2021. Everybody's in 2020. I'm already in 2021, as you're gonna see.
No, that's incredible. And I think the fact that you're thinking about the future is what's most important. And then one of the things that I was really thinking about, right? So everybody is influenced when they grow up. Like if you're from New York, there's baggy pants, there's like a whole bunch of cultural things that's going on. Besides the strip clubs, is there anything else that may have stood out to you from being in New York that led you to create your styles a certain way?
That's a good question. That's a good question because, like I said, I'm an older gen. I'm not going to reveal my age, but I've been around a while, and I love the baggy era. It was good. Like back when, like for women, T-bars and them, you could still be feminine and look good in baggy clothing. Like, surprisingly, because you didn't have to show off your assets. Now it's a little more restricted and, confined, but, it still wears. It's just still wears. So I'm trying to do a little bit of both. And right now it's just like, oh, man, like, I just got so much powerful stuff. If I could show you better than I can tell you. If that time comes, you're going to see. You're going to really like what I'm doing with the women's line. Women are going crazy already, so.
Yeah, and speaking of women and very affluent women out there in the industry, especially in music and entertainment, if you can have one celebrity ambassador, who would it be? If you can choose one for women and one for men, who do you think can really represent Lady Radikal the best?
All right. I want to start with the men. The men, this is a no-brainer right here. Like, if you listening, my guy, my number one guy, Busta Rhymes. He's an ambassador with strength, power, wordplay, talent, understanding, reasoning, rational. Like, he has the whole combination. So for him to be able to wear something that I made, like, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? And I know the brother good. We good people, and we ain't break bread a lot. Bus, look, man, you out there, brother. You know, like, I'ma holler at you, but he's good people, and that's one of the guys that I would definitely want to wear my brand. And a lady, I ain't gonna lie, like, I gotta go where the money is at. I gotta go with Beyonce, like. Wow. Imagine, cause she got mad followers, people gonna represent, like, she could wear, like, anything, a pizza on the side of, like, they gonna follow her. So I think she'll be ideal for what my brand represents.
And I know for sure that you have some clothing that I'm sure she would be in love with.
No, she will.
Yeah, right?
Actually, she would. She would be like, wait a minute, who is this guy? Like, this is different, and this is sportswear? Like, how is this, like, he thought of this, like, and the thing about my brand is I've been thinking about this for years. It's not just something that I dreamt up overnight. It's been years. It's been a process, and I kept watching the market to see if anybody had anything similar, and nobody has what I has. I'm gonna surprise everybody. Like Ali, I'm gonna shock the world. Gonna shock the world.
See, I definitely agree with that. And one of the things that really stood out to me were your designs. I've seen things in your brand that I haven't seen anywhere. I can attest to that. You're welcome. And the biggest thing is, what is the hardest design you've had to make and why?
Wow, that's a good question too. The hardest design, I gotta be honest, it hasn't been made yet. Everything I've done is creative. It's creative, fluid, energy, everything. Like, the hardest design, it hasn't been created yet. I'm not stumped by anything. Adversities, nothing. Like, I dream it up, it comes to mind, and I do it. I just do it. So right now, I'm not stumped by anything. There's no hardship in what I do. Because like I said, I preordain most of the stuff that I do. My works, it's right there. It's already been cataloged in my mind, and when I'm ready to asset it, I'll be like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I draw it out, sketch it, and then I get the patterns and make it happen. So there's no hardship. It's not. I'm sorry. I don't know if that really answered it, but.
Okay, so then what is your favorite design then?
Favorite design for the women? I don't know. I just like. Oh, I got some stuff. This is called. It's called the. I got it called the Bridal Barbie, and I got the Black Widow, and actually it's the sportswear. It's the sports hood. that has the open margin right here to show a little cleavage. You can wear a t-shirt underneath, but you know, if you just want a little exposure, it has ventilation, so you know, you can go indoors or outdoors with it. And the hood actually has a compartment where you can just re-flap down and you can have a veil there. So for the bridal Barbie edition would be white, of course, everything white.
Right.
So even if you're not married, ladies, if you're not married, you can still wear this and you can feel married. It's enough for you to go out and have a good time. And if somebody's in your face, I could curse.
Oh, of course.
If bitch is in your face, what you gonna do? You're gonna fucking flip the shit down like, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Like, it's there, but it has an attachment you're gonna see soon, so y'all stay tuned. And the Black Widow is just in case you just on your real, like, I don't wanna deal with nobody. I gotta go out because this bitch called me and she like, I'm going out. And you don't wanna be bothered. You're not in a good mood, so you could just put the veil down. Y'all gonna see it's gonna be fire, I'm telling you.
That's a dope concept, because women definitely go through those moments where it's like, I don't want to be outside, but they still have to come outside. So that's what's up. So are there any 2020 goals that you want to talk about? Like, not too revealing, because I know you got some really big things coming, but anything you could give us as a sneak peek into the year.
2020, I keep saying I'm in 2021. I'm ahead of everybody else. I'm not in 2020, I'm in 2021. But my goals is just to keep building. Like, I want the progressions to be so strong that when people see the product that I put out, they just inspired. They inspired to do more. Like, I got quotations, I got sayings, I got things that is gonna make you aware. Like, Radical Life is a branch of what I do, part of my product, and it's a positive, like, vibe. It's a positive energy. Like, when you wear it, it reminds you of who you are or who you're supposed to be. You know, it's gonna have quotations like, I got power versus weakness. And in power versus weakness, it's not about you being a bully and you beating anybody up. It's about you understanding that I have weaknesses. I'm human, and I want to stop smoking cigarettes. I want to stop masturbating. I jerk off, you know? I want to stop. But the shirt is a reminder. So instead of you getting a notation on your phone, you got the jersey. When you go out and you wear it, you understand yourself. So different branches of what I put out, you're gonna understand yourself and you're gonna be like, no, I love this. No, I quit smoking cigarettes. How'd you do it? Actually, Radical Life. What are you talking about? Because it's reminding you, and you're wearing something. Every time you wear something, any garment, you feel good about it. If it's clean, you know, you're going out, you feel good, you feel great. Radical Life is gonna do that for you.
Perfect. So to sum it up, when people hear Radical Life, they should think power.
Absolutely. You got it. See, she got it.
I got it.
She's paying attention. Listen, guys, she's paying attention. She know exactly what she's saying. Like, trust me.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
No, thank you. So for upcoming, if anybody wants to follow you and they want to purchase your items, can you just give them a description of all the different types of items you have right now and how they can find you?
Excellent. Right now, basically, being a junior in this league right now, and I'm climbing. I'm coming up there. I'm coming for all you big-time designers and all that. But you can follow me on my Instagram at this point, and I'll deliver. We can make arrangements. My Instagram is Your Majesty. That's at YURMAJESTY_1, or Radical Clothing. Radical, RADIKAL_clothing, CLOTHING, and that's underscore. Yeah. Follow me there. I gotta say something, because it's not bad mouthing, you know, the politics of, you know, websites and stuff like that, but I like people to deal with people directly. I don't want to have you buy my purchase online and then you're just like, I don't like this. Like, I'll come see you, try this on. You're gonna look good, and when you brushing yourself off, oh my God, this looks beautiful, thank you. I want to do it directly. I don't want to be the big shot that, you know, I don't interact with my people. I keep my followers low purposely because I know everybody that's on my page. I know everybody. I don't want to just follow somebody just to be following them. So the people that's buying my products, I know you. I met you. You know, I'm going to get to know you. So.
That's true. And one thing everybody should know, there are custom-made orders, right?
Indeed. Very custom. Custom made, like, I could design something to your specifics. You know, if you got a big head or a big face, I'm going to open up the hood a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm clowning. But the thing is, like, I want to make sure that you're satisfied. Like, when you see it, I got the best, the finest materials. I make sure that when you wear this, you're going to feel comfortable. This is not BS. This is good. It's not silkworm like I'm getting. I'm trying to get the silkworm so I can squeeze the silk out, but, you know, we don't do that. But you're going to have a lot of fun wearing the garments that I make. Trust me. Follow my Instagram. Take a look at what you like. I got so much new stuff that's coming. Like, I want you guys to shop with me now, because you know how they say, like, you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym? Like, that's how I feel sometimes. I understand that. Like, I want you to deal with me now, so later on, when things really explode, oh, no, that's my own. Like, no, like, you can still be down with me, but I want you to make sure that you like my wares now, and you're not just bandwagon. Like, I want people to say, this is interesting. I like this. This is different. And I only make one item per person. Like, if you like what she got, I'm not gonna make that for you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make you something different. It's gonna be dope. When you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, this is cool. I thought that was cool. I'm gonna keep improving. Everything I do is about elevation. It's creative mind source, it's creative energy, and that's what I do. I sit in the lab all day. I don't got no girlfriend. I want a girlfriend. I got somebody in mind, but I don't know what she's, but, hopefully, we see what happens. But, I'm busy. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing my homework and I can satisfy my custies.
Got it. Yeah, definitely. So 2020, big year for Lady Radikal.
2021. If you wearing Radikal, if you dealing with Radikal, you a year ahead of everybody else. Trust me.